Hi.
Oh, you look great this morning.
You look fantastic.
Well, I think optimism does that for a person.
Yes?
Adam and I are communicating again, I think. We're going to work it out.
Brooke, that's wonderful news. But then I'm pretty stupid. I should have known better. Seeing you with the blueprints, that means you stay.
Well, I have decided to adopt a positive approach, and if anything goes away, at least the state is going to have the most beautiful pool house in this entire country.
That's terrific, Brooke. You deserve to be happy. I just hope everything works out.
Oh, thank you, Ross. You know, I tell you, when I married Adam, I had no idea that I would gain a friend like you. You've been very good to me. I mean, even when it meant going head-to-head with Adam.
Come on, Brooke. I'll always be here for you. And for Adam.
Let's just hope this is the beginning of a new era.
Is that a little hint? Does that mean you're going ahead with the adoption plan?
Oh, well, we haven't discussed anything yet, but we both are definitely holding it as an option. Is the baby all right? Is Valerie all right?
It was a perfectly normal birth. Well, where is the child? The mother cannot separate herself. Are you saying that she's calling the deal off after all this? I'm afraid so.
Is she sure that that's what she wants?
Well, sure enough to give up this generous arrangement. Brooke's going to tell me.
Hi there.
Well, hello. I haven't seen you for quite a while.
No, I've been upstairs working in my office.
Oh, working on tempo?
Yes, I need a break.
Oh, poor baby.
So what about you two? What have you been doing?
I'm just too embarrassed to talk about this right now, okay?
Adam, why don't you leave the two of us alone for a few minutes? I'd like to talk to Dixie. Dixie, would that be better?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, fine. I'll go. Just remember, Dixie, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Both Brooke and I understand.
Dixie, I know you don't want to hear about this, much less deal with it, but you know the father of your child does have rights. And legally and morally and financially, he's as responsible for this child as you are.
He won't marry me. That's what you're hoping?
Have you told him?
No.
Well, why not? Dixie, does he care about you? Dixie, what happened?
You're gonna hate me?
Dixie, I'm not judging you. I would just like to help you.
This is not a pretty story. No, maybe you're right.
Well, you know I'm right. If she doesn't want her baby's father found, we have to respect her wishes.
Well, she does need help, though.
Well, we can help.
I mean, you know, it's not an easy job to raise a child alone. It's certainly not cheap. Do you mean we can help her financially?
Well, whatever she needs.
She's really like a member of the family.
What are you thinking?
Oh, just wondering.
What?
That maybe she might decide that she can't do it by herself. Maybe she would give this child up for adoption.
Oh, did you suggest it?
No, it has to come from her.
She listens to you.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Wouldn't be the first time our thoughts found themselves in the same wavelength.
No, it's too soon. It's too soon.
But it's the perfect solution.
No, it's a selfish, uncivilized way of looking at the problem of a woman that we care about very much. And her needs are what have to come first.
Well, what if God placed this accidental child in the right place at the right time?
So much like you to say that. You always think that God is on your side.
Of course he is.
No, to influence Dixie regarding adoption would be manipulative. It would be opportunistic.
I said nothing about influencing anyone. I'm talking about helping her out.
You're an impossible man. Dixie, if you did decide on adoption, we would be very interested.
I just hadn't thought about it.
You know, material things are just that. They're things. But this child would have the advantage of all those things.
Oh, yes.
And more important, I think Adam would make a wonderful father.
Oh, yes, I'm sure he would.
And I would love this child as if it were my own.
I'm sure you'd be wonderful. Both of you. But I need some time.
Of course.
I just have to think.
Dixie, take all the time that you need. I don't want you to feel pressured at all. Would you do me a favor? When Mr. Chandler comes in, would you tell him that I'm upstairs?
Oh, yes.
Did you talk to Dixie?
Yes.
And?
She didn't say yes, and she didn't say no.
Ah. So you think this is a possibility?
She wants time to think.
Of course. Of course you should have time to think. Well, I feel good about this. I think this is going to be the right one.
I don't think I would get my hopes up.
You think perhaps I should talk with her? I've always been able to persuade you about things you weren't sure about.
Did you talk to her?
Yes, I spoke with her, and I'm very hopeful. There is one catch. My brother Will, he's trying to talk her into keeping the baby.
They're very close.
Yeah, well, he's been playing the role of both mother and father as well as brother.
So we just have to be objective about this, I guess. I mean, if Dixie's baby is meant to be ours, then it will be. And if it's not, then it won't. And we'll just pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off.
I can't help but think this is the child.
It's so appealing. It's, you know, knowing one of the parents, as well as we know Dixie.
The baby belongs, Will. Dixie, are you sure? Are you 100% sure? Yes, I am.
Dixie, this is the most wonderful thing that anyone has ever done for me.
For both of us. Thank you, Dixie.
And you will never regret it.
Will, please, why don't you stay for your sister's sake? She needs all of us now. Good. Did you have any luck making the arrangements with Karen?
Yeah, she reports first thing in the morning.
Ah, excellent. Congratulations, Karen. I understand you have a job.
In Pine Valley? Oh, that's great. Where?
Chandler Enterprises.
Well, when did this happen? No one told me.
Well, I was coming down to say something, but you had your own good news.
What are you going to be doing?
I don't know. Whatever Ross says, I'm sure it will be challenged.
Thank you. Don't hate me, Will.
I don't hate you. It's them I blame, Dix.
Tonight, everyone in this room is a member of the Chandler family.
Just for tonight.